Welcome to another technical analysis video. In the last video I gave a brief introduction to Japanese candlesticks. In this video I want to go into more detail of Japanese candlesticks and the Japanese candlesticks that can form in the markets, namely engulfing candles and pin bars. As demonstrated in the previous video, a Japanese candlestick always has an opening price, a closing price, and the difference between that opening and closing price creates a bar. And Japanese candlesticks can also have wicks, which show where price was during the time of the Japanese candlestick, and these wicks show a footprint of where price was during that period. So let's start off with engulfing candles. So what is an engulfing candle? Well, if we were to have a bearish candle that opened here and closed here, a bearish candle being a candle that closes lower than the opening price, it may look something like this. An engulfing candle would be a candle that's bigger in size and engulfs or shadows the candle previous. So this is a bullish candle, opening price is here, closing price is here, and you'll see that the size of this candle engulfs this candle previous. If we had a bearish engulfing, we could have a bullish candle like this. Here's our opening price, here's our closing, may have a bit of a wick on it, and a bearish engulfing would look something like this. Here's our opening, our closing, and the sheer size of this candle engulfs or shadows the candle previous. So let's look at some examples of engulfing candles on our chart. As in all the videos, this is the pound against the dollar. If we zoom in close, you'll notice here we have a bullish candle, price opened here and closed here, and we have wicks either side. So that's our bullish candle. The next candle opened here and closed down here and is monumental in size when compared to the previous candle, and it engulfs or overshadows this bullish candle. So this is what we would call a bearish engulfing candle or an engulfing candle. We have another one here. Here's our bullish candle, and here's our engulfing candle. Sometimes engulfing candles don't just engulf one candle previous, but maybe 2 or 3 candles previous. With this example, this big engulfing candle engulfed all of these candlesticks previous. Let's look at some bullish engulfing candles. We have one here. Here's our bearish candle. We then have an engulfing candle. And we have another one here. Even though small in size, it is bigger than the candle previous. So what can engulfing candles tell us, and why are they important? Well, let's take a bearish candle. Price is opened here and closed here. If this was a 30-minute chart, this candle would represent 30 minutes of price data. And in that 30 minutes, we would know by reading that single candle that the bears had more power. There was a tug of war in that 30 minutes between the bulls and the bears, the buyers and the sellers, and the sellers won. They brought price from here to here in 30 minutes. If we then had a bullish engulfing candle, just from reading this single candle, we would know in the next 30 minutes that the buyers had more power, that price opened here and closed here. But not only was their power greater in that 30 minutes, but it was greater than the 30 minutes previous. Far greater. So in the last hour, the buyers have shown more sheer strength or power than the sellers. So this is a 4-hour chart. We have a bullish candle here. The next 4 hours we have an engulfing candle. That's bearish. So even though the bulls were able to win the tug of war in this 4 hours, the power of the sellers here was greater than the power of the buyers in the last 28 hours, using that this engulfing candle engulfed 7 candles previous. So engulfing candles can show us where the momentum or strength is in the market. If we go back to our price data that we've been using in these videos, May, June and July, of the pound against the dollar, and look at a trend, using the principle I just taught, on a downtrend there should be a large amount of bearish engulfing candles or downwards engulfing candles. On an uptrend, where momentum and strength is on the upside, there should be a significant amount of bullish engulfing candles than bearish engulfing candles. So let's look at this downtrend. In May, we have a big bearish engulfing. We have another one here, engulfs these candles previous. We have another one here, and 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 here. So from a quick glance of this downwards trend in May, I've counted 10 from the start of the trend to the end, 10 bearish engulfing candles. Now let's have a look what happens near the end of this downtrend in this day price data here. We have a bullish engulfing, we have another one here, another one here, and here. We have another one here. Comparing the bullish engulfing candles that have formed in the market over the bearish engulfing, this could be a signal that this downtrend could be over, because buyers are coming into the market, and because they're coming into the market and have greater power than the sellers, we're having bullish engulfing candles appear on our charts. It's not long after this period that price then goes on the uptrend. If we look at this uptrend, we should see similar price action. We have a bullish engulfing here, we have one here, another one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, another one here, and here, here and here. The bullish engulfings far outweigh the bearish engulfings, telling us that the momentum is with the buyers and price is uptrending. So why are engulfing candles useful? Well, they can show us where the momentum in the market is. In one of our previous videos, we looked at this step in motion in the market. So you may wonder why we need engulfing candles to identify momentum when we can look at this step in motion to identify the momentum. But engulfing candles can be a signal to join a trend. For example, if we were to buy on this uptrend, any one of these engulfing candles that has been marked would be a good opportunity to go long and join the market. Engulfing candles, as demonstrated in the price action at the end of this downtrend at the end of May, can also show us when the steam or momentum is dying in a trend and the trend could end and go the other way. In the next video we will look at pin bars.